Hey guys, Alex here, GuitarForce.com. So in today's video I'm going to show you how to play rhythm part of Cat Scratch Fever by Ted Nugent. And this was kindly requested and supported by Curtis, so big thanks goes out to him for the support. Like I mentioned, this is going to be a lesson on the rhythm guitar parts only. The rest of the lesson, including the lead, is going to be available at GuitarForce.com or on my Patreon page. All of the links are going to be in the description box down below. And with the download you'll be getting the full lesson with the backing track with vocals, all the tabs in PDF format, and also the playthrough, the entire playthrough, which I'm going to post also onto my other channel. So if you're interested, check it out. The link is going to be also in the description box down below. For the sound, I was using the VST plugin Guitar Rig. I'm going to show you the picture of the preset in just a moment. We're going to be in standard tuning. So while you are checking out the picture of the preset, here is my low E, which is E standard. So you can tune up and play along with this lesson. Alright, so we're going to break up this lesson into two parts. We're going to take a look at the rhythm guitar part first, and then we'll break down the lead, the solos, and the rest in the second part. So the rhythm guitar part, we're also going to break it up into sections. We're going to start off with the intro. First I'm going to play it through, then we're going to break it down. So it goes like this. Alright, so before we start breaking down this part, just keep in mind that for the rhythm section there are two guitars actually going on at the same time, and also at some points the lead guitar is also playing there, so you have like three guitars at a time playing in certain parts. But we're just gonna concentrate sort of on one guitar, putting the two parts together and playing them on one guitar. So in the beginning we have this part where we are bending the G string at the 4th fret, or you can do like a pre-bend, and also at the same time fretting the 5th fret on the B string. So you have this double stop. It's like a pre-bend on the G string. It could have been done, like I said, on two guitars, so one guitar could be just playing on the G string, and the second guitar just, keeping that E note on the 5th fret of the B string. But like I said, you can play both of the parts on one guitar, so in that case you'll have a double stop. So you're pre-bending or bending quickly and releasing the G string on the 4th fret, while at the same time fretting the 5th fret on the B string. And then we go to the A chord, A power chord, and then we get into the figure where we're going to be playing on the D and the G strings, double stops, and alternating them with the A string open. So after the first initial pre-bend and going into the A chord, then we have so A string, 4th fret, double stop, open A, double stop on the 5th fret 2 times, and you can do like a slide into the 5th fret and adding some vibrato. Alright, then we have open A again, and then we have 2, 4 double stops, open A, and then 5th fret again double stop, slide into that double stop. So that's the first figure, the first part of the figure. and the A string is slightly palm muted. So that's the first part. Then the second part we have. So the first part of this is exactly the same as the previous figure. And then we have. So here we have 5th fret double stop going to the 4th fret, A string open, and then back to the 2nd fret, double stop. All right. And then we're back to the beginning of the figure. So again, starting with the pre-bend, with the double stop on the G string, bringing down. So basically repeating the figure at the same time, the second time. And it's pretty much the same thing except for, so let me just play it through. So the second time is going to go like this. Alright, so here we have this, instead of leaving on the 5th fret just like we did the first time, we now include the sort of little bass line here, going open 3rd to the 4th on the low E string. And then we're back to the second part of the figure. And then again we're playing this open 3rd to the 4th frets on the low E string. So we're going to be playing that in between the two figures. It's just in the beginning we leave it out. The very first time when we play the intro, you leave it out here, but then when you get into the you know, the rest of the song, we're going to be always playing that part. Okay, so that's the first part of the intro. Then the whole band kicks in and they're playing the figure 2 times, exact same way as we did in the intro. So let me just quickly play it through. In the end of the second time, there's going to be a transitioning part where we go into the verse. I'll explain that later on, but first let me just play through the whole thing of the second part of the intro. So it goes like this. So here in the end we have open low E to the 3rd fret, and then we go to the A power chord. And now we get into the first verse, and the figure for the verse is going to sound like this. Alright, so like I said, we start off transitioning from the intro part into the verse. We have open 3rd fret on the low E, then we go to the A chord, and now here we're going to be alternating between the 5th fret double stop, again on the D and the G strings, and the 2nd fret, D and G, alternating it with the A string open. So we have the A power chord ringing out, and we go into. Alright, so it's A string open, 5th fret, A string open, 2nd fret, then again A string open, 5th fret, A string open, and then we have, so it's going from the 2nd to the 5th right away, so 2 double stops. Open, A string open, and then you play the 2nd double stop, the double stop on the 2nd fret. So okay, then the next part, so So here we have on the A string open 3rd, 4th frets. Then we go into the G chord and we basically arpeggiate it. So we go 3rd fret on the low E, 2nd fret on the A, and then D and the G strings open, and you kind of arpeggiate it. And then we go to the D chord. So literally you are arpeggiating the chord as well. So open D, 2nd fret on A, and then you add the rest of the chord, and then back to the A. Okay, so this transitioning part. Okay, and then we are at the end of the first time figure of the verse, so it's going to be. So as we hit the A chord, then we have open A, 5th fret double stop, open A, 2, 5, 2nd fret of the D and the G, going to the 5th fret double stop, and then 3rd fret on the low E, slide bend, going to the A chord. So it's like that. And then we're basically back to the beginning of the figure that we play in the verse. So we're repeating again the whole thing. Okay, so it's exactly the same until we get to the ending where we have so it's an A chord after the transitioning part, and then we have open A, 5th fret double stop, A open, 2nd fret double stop, and then we have these. So open 3rd fret to the 4th on the low E, and then we get into the chorus. So for the chorus, it's exactly the same rhythmical figure, that the riff that we play during the intro. So it's all right, and so let me just play the verse one more time, the whole thing, a little bit slower, both of the parts together. It's gonna go like this. Alright, so for the chorus, like I said, it's exactly the same figure. The only thing is here we played only once, so it goes. And in the end we have open low E to the 3rd fret, to the A chord, A power chord, and we get right into the verse. So again we're back to. Alright, so I'm not gonna go into that, but now it comes down to the structure of the song. So after the first chorus we go back to playing the verse, like I said. Second verse, we play through exactly the same way as we did in the first verse. Then we get into the second chorus. So in the second chorus the figure is the same. The only difference here between the first and second is that during the second chorus we played twice. So for the first chorus we played it only once, and for the second chorus we played twice, and then we transition to the bridge. So I'm gonna play the second chorus, just the second part, the second time figure, and then I'll go into the bridge, I'll play it through, and then we're gonna break it down. So it goes like this. The chorus, second chorus goes like this. Alright, so in the end of the second chorus we have again that ending, so it goes exactly the same, and then we have, so it's 2 times open A string, and then we go into the E flat 5 chord, power chord, hit the chord, let it ring out a little bit, then you add the chugging in 8th notes. Last one, you hit it, let it ring out, slide down to the C chord, and you go basically between the 2 chords. So E flat 5, and as you can see, you hit the first time the chord, let it ring out, then you add the 8th notes, then you slide down to the next chord, to the C. Same rhythmical figure, then back to the E flat. And you do it for 3 times, and then in the end, when you get to the 4th time of playing the E flat power chord, then we have the next part, the ending of this bridge section is going to go like this. So from the E flat power chord, so you play it, 8th notes, and then you go just 1 fret up to the E, you hit the chord, let it ring out, then you play the low E string open 2 times, again the chord, let it ring out, 2 times low E again, hit the chord, let it ring out, and then just pick 2 more times the chord. So it's like that. Now when we play the chord, we hit it on the off time, so just keep that in mind. So one more time, the ending of the bridge section is gonna go like this slowly. And then in the end, again, we have the transitioning part, the bass line open, 3rd fret to the 4th, and then we go into the solo section. Now we're going to take a look at the rhythm guitar part during the solo section. So basically what it does is, the first time around, the first 8 bars, it plays the figure that we play in the intro, so it's exactly the same thing. And then we have a middle part there, so let me just play it through quickly, and then we're gonna break it down. It goes like this. So as we have the ending of the intro figure, then we have 2 times H string open, and then we go into the D chord. So it's kind of similar to the bridge part, but slightly different. So we go to the D chord, hit the chord, let it ring out, then we play it 3 more times, then you go to the E power chord, hit it 2 times, little rest, then you go to the C, hit it, let it ring out, pick it 3 more times, then we have the D, and then again open 3rd, 4th fret on the low E string. So all together slowly. And then we're back to the figure that we play during the intro. Alright, we play it once, and then again we have open to the 3rd fret on the low E string, to the A chord, and we transition into the 3rd verse. So 3rd verse is exactly the same as the first 2. so I'm not going to be explaining here much. And after that we go into the chorus, which is also the same thing as the first two choruses. Then we get to the breakdown section. So breakdown section is pretty much exactly the same as the intro. So the whole band stops and you know, the guitar is just playing. So it's pretty much the same as the intro part. And after that we go into the outro. So for the outro, the rhythm guitar is playing the same riff, the same figure that we play in the intros. This one for 3 times. And we have a solo guitar going on there, so there is an outro solo. And in the end, the 4th time when we play this figure, it goes like this. So essentially it's the ending. So we have the beginning of the figure and you stay on this double stop, add some vibrato and let it ring out, and then we have, so 2 times the A string open and then you hit the double stop again on the 5th fret 2 times, add some vibrato, then once low the A string open. And by the way, it's kind of gradually slows down the whole thing, so you'll hear it in when the band is playing. So you know, you kind of slow down the whole thing a little bit, so you have, and then again repeat. So once the A string, 2 times the double stop, let it ring out, and then. So you have the A chord, power chord, then simply moving to the 4th fret and kind of playing the tremolo here, tremolo picking. A power chord, let it ring out, and then again we have. So it's so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5th time you hit it and you end the song like that. So that's the whole thing for the rhythm guitar. It's pretty straightforward. As you can see, we only got like 3-4 sections. The intro riff is kind of the main riff of the song. It's repeated a lot of times. Then we have during the verses the second riff. During the choruses, again, it's the intro riff. Then we have the bridge. For the solo part, if you're going to be playing the rhythm guitar on the solo, you know, pretty much the same as the intro plus a little sort of little bridge there. And then we're back to the 3rd verse, the chorus, breakdown, which is exactly the same as the intro, and then the outro, which is we're playing the figure that is, you know, the main figure of the intro. And then in the outro you have these stops where you hang on to the 5th fret, you know, onto that, and yeah, and then we end with the A power chord, and that's it. Alright guys, so that was it for this part. I hope you liked it. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to continue learning the rest of the song, check out the link in the description box down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please comment, share, subscribe if you're new to my channel. Don't forget to visit GuitarForce.com for more guitar lessons, and in the meantime, I'll see you again. Take it easy, and as always, let the force be with you.